What is going on? My name is Red Velvet, and there's an important discussion that I choose to talk about right now and post it for you guys so you guys can maybe understand a little bit more of what you don't understand. So, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but there is this Steam machine that is coming out, I believe it's next month. Yes, it is. It is next month. The Steam controller is coming out, this Steam Link, and something else. I don't remember what else, but it's coming out in November. I know the controller, and I believe the Link comes out on November 10th. And that's what it says on their Steam page anyway. But the problem with this is that it's what Steam is trying to do is basically simplify how you, instead of buying like a next gen console or current gen console, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, they're trying to make it a somewhat easier decision where it's pre-made hardware that you could just buy as a PC, and it comes with this controller or an Xbox 360 controller, or probably eventually an Xbox One controller, because they're coming out with the little wireless dongle that so you can use your Xbox One controller, which is pretty cool. What I wanted to get onto is talking about how retarded Valve went about doing this. Is they released like 14 different consoles. Instead of just making one really simple console, they made 14. I mean, count here. They have one. I'll show you right here on the page. They have the Alienware Alienware Steam Machine, alternate Steam Machine, Asus, Digital Storm, Falcon, and look at these prices. Look at these prices. Like, okay, the Alienware one, that's okay. That's $450. Alright, so the Xbox One and the PS4 prices seem to be around $400. The PS4 looks like it's just $400, just straight across for like Walmart, Target, GameStop, whatever. And same for the Xbox One. I thought there was a price difference, but I guess not. But okay, so it's about $400 for a next gen console. And so for like this little Alienware Alpha or whatever, it's $450. So another $50, you get a full functioning Windows desktop PC that can also play games. That's pretty awesome. But then you get into these other ones that are like alternate Steam Machine and Asus ROG GR8S or something like that, which the alternate one is $1,000. It's $1,000, which, I mean, that's okay if you're willing to spend that much for a PC, but this is meant to be simple for the people who are coming from console to PC. Okay, so there's 14 to begin with, which is stupid. There's 14 different decisions you have to make. Not only that, but with this company called Cyber or whatever, they make 3 different levels of Steam machines themselves. They make a $500 one, which is okay. I would think so. I would think 500 is okay. It could be an all-in-one machine. You can watch all your movies on a PC. You can play all these games from previous gen to current gen, to be honest, because right now I'm able to play Advanced Warfare, and I'm able to play games like The Crew and other games like that, but I'm also able to play games like Sonic the Hedgehog 3 or Titanfall from like previous generations, and then I can also play games like Dishonored, and let me see what else I have here. I have so many different games. I have all these games that you guys from the PlayStation 3 and 360 era, you have to keep your consoles around. I can just keep my one box and keep it forever and upgrade it and keep all my games. I have Dishonored, I have Doom 3, I have Dying Light, I have Skyrim, I have Fallout 3, I have Far Cry 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grid 2, it goes on. I have games from like 1999 or something like that, from Soul Reaver. I even have emulators on here. I have Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and it all works very well once you set up your controller and everything, but I mean, that's a whole different thing. So they decided to come out with all these different PCs to quote-unquote bring. They should have just at least had like 1 or 2. I think 2 would be the most, and it would be set hardware. Like, it would be set, okay, you get this for like $500, you get like an i3, and you get a terabyte, and all these, like a terabyte or 2 terabytes of hard drive space. No, you get 1 terabyte of hard drive space. You get 8 gigabytes of RAM, and a certain graphics card that would fit in that $500 tier. What they should have done is they should have went to developers and told them, we're gonna send out these Steam machines and we're gonna put it at this hardware, and they should set their games so it could be actually optimized for this Core i3 processor and this Core i5 processor, and then this graphics card and this graphics card and this RAM at this speed. Because then it would be just like a console, because that's what they do when you program for a console. They optimize it for the hardware. They could change it where the game could say, would you like to run this the first tier or the second tier graphics quality, recommend it, like, or it could auto recognize your exact combination, and it would be like, oh hey, you have this i3 model with this graphics card, would you like to run these settings, and it would just automatically set it for you. That way you don't have to even think about anything. You can just hop in your game and it's gonna work smoothly because they optimize it for that specific hardware. That is one of the major problems with PC gaming, is that there's so many different combinations of hardware that developers are having a really hard time to keep up with games, which is why Grand Theft Auto 5 took a long time to come out. It's finally out now, but it came out like 2 years after it came out on the 360 and PlayStation 4. Granted, we did get the better version, we did get nicer graphics and everything, but it's like, it took 2 years in order to actually get everything working with a lot of different hardware specs. And honestly, I do believe that the PC is kind of the way to go if you want to get into the next generation of consoles. Like I said before, you can have all your games from previous consoles. Like you can play Black Ops 2 right now and then Advanced Warfare without having to switch consoles in order to play a specific game. You can just have it all on one machine and play all your games on one machine. One really good thing that came about this whole Steam machine concept is that they want to get PC gaming in the living room. And how they did that was they made this program called Big Picture Mode. It's actually built into Steam. It's a very easy way to navigate the store or your community, like with your friends, or talk to your friends, or browse the internet or whatever. Alright, so like, I'll show you real quick. If I press this, I press the big X button on the Xbox 360 controller, it brings up Steam Big Picture Mode on my PC, and it brings to this console-esque feature. If I go to the library, I can look at my recent games, and I can see all the games that I was playing, or I can go into my entire library and go over to any of these games that I have and just easily click on one of them, like Advanced Warfare, and click play, and it'll easily start. It'll also show my DLC. I can install it or uninstall it. It tells me what friends I have there. I can look at all my screenshots. It's so just simple. I mean, it's built for a console-like experience on the PC. You can even look at your achievements just like you can on the consoles and everything. I believe your friends can see these achievements too, or whatever. It's just really simple. You can launch all your options and everything. And there you have it. Now you're playing Advanced Warfare on your PC with Big Picture Mode. It's no different, obviously. It's just a way of launching games. Plus you get the Steam overlay, which is really convenient for if you're using a controller. There's even this cool thing that Steam Big Picture Mode has, which is called this daisy wheel. And it allows you to actually use a keyboard. It's like a console keyboard, except it's a faster way of typing with a controller. I'll have to show you. You can actually use it in the middle of games to like rename your classes. For instance, on Call of Duty, if I wanted to change this battle class, it brings up this wheel, and I just spin it around to whichever direction I want to put it in, and I just type with that. And then it just makes it so easy to type. And I'm gonna type blah right here. I will type B-L-A-H, and then just done. I do believe that the Steam Machine is the way to go if you're gonna go to next-gen consoles. I understand if you already have an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, there's no real reason to switch to PC right now because you just spent $400 on your console, so it's like, why even bother at this point? It still plays games, obviously, but like, if you haven't switched already to one of the Xbox Ones or PlayStation 4, I would really recommend getting a PC. I don't know if I would really suggest getting a Steam Machine until they fix their crap about it, because they just really went dumb with it. Alright, well, thank you guys very much for watching. My name is Red Velvet, and I will catch you guys later.